Oh, why is this? Hold on. There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Crossed Paths. It's me, Lucian. And today on this episode, we are going to be learning how to make ancestral oil and an ancestral Gris bag, or mojo bag, as some people also know it by. So first, let's say hi to everyone coming in. So far, two people. Hi, Opal, and hi, Nicole. How are you guys doing? Hi, October! Yay! This is exciting. I'm just gonna kind of let people roll in before I start doing everything. And then what I'm gonna do, you guys, morning, Katie, or I guess good afternoon, Katie. Well, good morning maybe for you. For me, it's the afternoon. It's 1 o'clock. But what I'm gonna do today is show you guys my ancestral altar, explain a little bit about it, and the importance of the ancestors in Hoodoo. And then I'm going to show you how to make my special blessing oil, and then how to make a Gris bag connected to the ancestors. So excited, you guys. And then tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing a part 2 of ancestors, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make, consecration powder. I was like, what the hell was I going to show you? But because the consecration powder takes a little bit longer to make, I decided to split this into 2 different videos for you guys. And what is so funny, Dave?
For a minute, I thought you said constipation powder.
I did not say constipation powder. Dave, come in here and say hi.
I'm coming to say hi.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi.
How are you?
How do you get this sound kind of
Oh,
weird?
no, it's on here. They see your belly now.
Oh,
No, it's over here. I'm using my phone.
yes, I see.
Yeah,
you
okay.
there now. Hello. Okay.
There's Dave.
This is a
I
weird
hope
setup.
everyone's doing well today. Forgive me. I haven't taken a shower yet today, so my hair is kind of, all over the place.
It's called lockdown.
I still look fierce. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Lucian. I'm listening in, but won't be joining the chat much. I'm doing my hair. No problem, Rochelle. Hi, Emma. How are you? Okay, guys, so we have about 10 people in the chat or watching right now, so I'm going to get started. Okay, so let's flip this around. Oh, here it is. Okay. And here is my ancestral altar, as you guys can see. So what I'm going to do is quickly just talk a little bit about my ancestral altar. And everyone coming in, hello. If I'm not responding, please wait till the very, very end to ask your questions, because I cannot see the chat right now as I'm trying to explain and do my oils and everything else. So guys, if you coming in, if you have any questions, make sure to wait till the very, very end to ask them.
Hold on a minute.
So, let's get started.
Pat the ancestor. on the
Yes,
head.
yes,
Nice
Pat,
hand.
rub it for luck.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so what is on my ancestral altar here? Obviously, on my ancestral altar, over the years, it has grown a lot. I've probably had like 6, 7 different ancestral altars with so much stuff on it. I got to the point where I sat down and decided, you know what, let's redo my entire altar and put things on it that have specific meaning to it, and not just things that I thought were cute and would look good on the ancestral altar. Because in the end, it made it look really busy, it was difficult to clean. So my ancestors were like, you know what, keep it simple. So on my ancestral altar here, I have my skull. His name is Ezra, and he acts as the communication between me and my ancestors. He kind of acts as that conduit. Next, I have my own consecration blend, which I will be showing you guys how to make this tomorrow, and it's super, super exciting. So I have my consecration powder. I have an offering of rum. I have a bell right here that I use to call upon the ancestors when I want to talk with them. But most importantly, to me, the most important aspects of my ancestral altar are the connection to the 4 elements and what they mean. So obviously I have a glass of water representing obviously the element water as an offering. I also use it in times of not bibliomancy, hydromancy, so that I can divine through the water glass and see maybe images or whatever it is the ancestors may want to tell me if they have any messages. I have 2 bloodstones because to me, bloodstones represent the blood and the ancestral lineage. The bloodstones also represent the element earth, which is a connection to the past, present, and future ancestral energy and binding all that together. And then next we have the element fire, which represents purifying your mind, body, spirit. Oh, and then the water I also have as an element water to heal the mind, body, and soul. And then one other thing on here which I usually have is incense. The reason why I burn incense is to act as the element air, which allows me to carry me to my ancestors and back. So that is why I keep my ancestral altar pretty clean, pretty simple, and I have everything that I need. Offerings, I can leave them, and then I have the connection of the 4 elements, which is also cool because the 4 elements also plays a key role in witchcraft, which is kind of like a sister practice to hoodoo. Flip back this way for a minute. So with that said, let's get to making our oils. And sorry if I'm like cut off, it's because there we go. Anyways, let's switch. Okay, so let's see if I can bring this over and up.
You're gonna get seasick.
I know, with all this moving around. Sorry, guys. Come on, camera. Okay. So, here, I'll move this over without burning my phalanges if I can. We have the oil, which I have already been previously cooking for about 20 minutes prior so that the oil is all nice and soupy and ready to be mixed. So guys, my number 1 go-to oil that I use and have been using every single time is jojoba oil. It's my most favorite oil to use because it's the one that has the longest shelf life. And sorry for all that sizzling. Dave decided to interrupt and make hamburgers. Annoying.
I had to work for lunch. I'm sorry.
So the first thing I'm going to be adding, guys, into this oil mixture is cedar leaves. So I'm just taking a little bit of sprigs and I am just going to break them into the oil. Like such. I know, so exciting, you guys. That's the fun part about oil making. Okay, and I think that's enough cedar. Let's just kind of do that. Next, I'm going to be adding elderflower. Oops, there we go. Elderflowers. And the reason for elderflowers is because, to me, elderflowers represents the connection to your elders of the ancestry lineage. They're the ones that came way, 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 way before you. In essence, ancestral spirits, to me, are essentially all your elders that came before.
All those old people.
So I'm going to add a little bit of elderflower in.
Helda.
Just quickly close everything up. Because, guys, when you're making your oils, it's good to be somewhat tidy. Kind of like when you're in a kitchen. Next.
Oh, shit. Ow, that hurt. I hurt myself.
Dave.
Sorry.
Next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of blessed thistle to act as like the blessings of your ancestors. As essentially this is like a blessing oil we're making, so it's essential to have a bit of blessed thistle in there. And then just occasionally make sure you stir because you don't want anything to clump at the bottom and burn. Yeah, Dave's okay. He just got a little bit of hot oil on himself.
Okay, I burnt myself. I don't care.
Okay, he'll get over it. Add a little bit more blessed thistle.
Almost done. Gonna melt my cheese.
Mix a bit. And then next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of tobacco. Because I believe my ancestors smoked. Obviously, everyone's ancestors probably smoked at some point in their life, whether it be smoking tobacco or smoking hookah like I do. Oh,
Smoking
hookah is
the magic
tobacco,
tobacco.
pretty much. Now, guys, remember, I'm adding the herbs first because they usually take the longest to kind of get the oils mixed into the rest of the carrier oil. Which is why I am putting all the heartier herbs first. Actually, let's move this a bit over here for you guys. There we go. And then just mixing everything in. And then usually at this point, you guys, I would probably let this cook for about another 10-15 minutes before I add the essential oils. Because remember, guys, you want the lighter oils, or the essential oils and the lighter herbs to go in last, as they are the quickest to kind of cook. So for time being, so I'm not sitting here for like 15-20 minutes while you watch me stir, I'm going to add the rest of it. So next, I'm going to add a little bit of tobacco oil. Just a tiny, tiny smidge. Bam.
Okay, peace out.
See ya. And then I'm adding a little bit of rosemary. One, two, three. Just about 3 drops of that. I'm going to add about 10 drops of sweet orange because I actually want the sweet orange to be overpowering the rest of it because I want the sweet orange to be more of the main smell that you smell. Oh, jeez. So just, you know, dab a little bit in there. Next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of cypress because cypress is used a lot when you are communing with the dead. It represents the dead. Tiny little bit of that. And then finally, I'm going to be adding a little bit of myrrh in here. Oh, geez, if I can open this bottle up. There we go. Just a little bit of that in there. And that, guys, is what goes into my ancestral blessing oil. So we're just gonna let this move around a bit, stir, stir, stir. Get that little twig in there, come on. And as I say in all my oil videos, you have 2 options. You can either strain the herbs out completely into the bottle, or you can leave some in, or you can strain the herbs out, put it in the bottle, and then add a few more extra herbs in. For the safety of time, or for the sake of time, I'm just going to put the entire thing in. Blow out that thing in the bottom. And begin putting this oil in. This is why I love having bottles with droppers, is because you can measure how much you actually need to put into it, and it saves time in having to use a funnel. And what I'm actually going to do, guys, is I've probably put about that much oil in, and right now there's like barely any herbs in there. So what I actually am going to do is add a little bit of blessed thistle, a little bit of elderflower, and a little tiny smidge of tobacco oil into it. So what I mean, a tiny bit, like literally a pinch is just going in of each. So I added a pinch of tobacco oil. I'm adding a pinch of elderflower. Oh, I don't need that twig. And finally, a pinch of blessed thistle. Right in there. Also, another good reason why to have a bottle dropper is because you can always take this and kind of like push the herbs down in. And then just continue on with adding more oil to it. Bam. And you want to make sure, guys, that you don't overfill this, because remember, you need to leave some room to put this back in or it will overflow. Now, what I'm going to do is keep this open because I want it to let it cool a bit. What I'm going to do is push this over without burning my fingers, keep this bottle here so we can use that later in our bag. Now, what I'm going to do, you guys, is swivel back over this way so we can make the Gris bag. Jeez, come on, phone. There we go. Okay, doke. So, we have our Gris bag stuff. You're going to need a bowl. You're going to need human bone fragment. I know that's super creepy, but it's what I add in my Gris charm. I'm going to be using some bloodstone because earlier I said that bloodstone to me represents the connection between me and my ancestors. You need a penny or a dime to represent the element metal in the Gris bag. I'm going to be adding a charm of a cross to represent the crossroads, and because the cross also represents the 4 elements. I'm going to be adding a cowrie shell as an offering, along with graveyard dirt and wormwood. So, first off, let's add a little bit of graveyard dirt. Oh, geez, way too much. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, that's a good amount. So we have the graveyard dirt. Next, I'm going to be adding a little bit of wormwood. You know, I've yet to try smoking, what is it, either mugwort or wormwood for a shamanic journey. I kind of want to do it. Dave said he has, but I never have yet. So I'm just adding a little bit of the wormwood in. Next, I'm going to add a bone fragment from a human skull. And I'm going to try and find the tiniest piece I have, which actually I think is this little piece right here. So that's going to go inside. Next, I'm going to add a single bloodstone. So here we have my little single bloodstone piece. That's going to go in. Next, I'm going to add my cross. Ooh, let's add a pretty little cross piece. So, oh wait, these are all plain. Where's the pretty one? Oh, here it is. So here's my pretty little charm cross that I'm going to add in. And then I'm going to add my metal component. So for today, it's going to be a penny. Oh, and also guys, before I said that in every Gris bag, you need to have a component of a zoological. Today, the zoological component is going to be the bone fragment of a human skull. Even though it's not technically a zoological, it is going to be the zoological component of the Ancestral Gris bag. And then finally, I'm going to add a single cowrie shell. Add that in. Now, I'm going to come around the side here because the next part is to stir the elements in. You want to just stir, 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 stir. Setting your intentions, the purpose of it, which is to connect with the ancestors. You want to be able to bring them with you wherever you go, to serve protection over you, to bring guidance, wisdom. And as you're doing this, you're essentially feeding all these ingredients together with your own energy. As I said before, I usually will spend like 25 to 30 minutes just doing this. Sometimes I'll just sit in front of a TV with something on while I do this, just so that I get all of my energy in. Oh, thank you, Opal. You love my ring. It's my wedding ring. So yeah, as I was saying before, intention to connect yourself with the energies of the ancestor, for them to protect you, to bring you wisdom, clear your mind, body, soul, whatever it is. Okay. Next part, you're going to want to take your cloth, and this time I am actually using a white cloth, you guys, because white represents the color of the ancestors. If you don't have white, you can always use red, because red symbolizes blood, energy, love, and such. That's all what makes up the ancestors. And I'm just actually going to cut this a little bit shorter, because I don't really need it that big. And then I'm going to put all the elements in. So I have my cowrie shell. I have my penny, my bone fragment. Where's the other bits? I have my cross. Anything else in there? And then all the rest is just the herbs. So then you take your herbs and you just place it in the center of this. And then this is the part that I missed last time, guys, so I do apologize, and I will show you what I do next. So, you grab your ancestral oil after it's cooled off. Shit. Which I'm coming. I just had to grab it from the other side of the table. Okay. So, you drop 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drops of the Ancestral Blessing oil. And the reason for 9 is because 9 is the sacred number of the dead, you guys. So I put 9 drops of the oil onto the elements going into the Gris bag. Next, you want to tie it up. Making sure everything is at the bottom. Nothing's going to leak out. Jeez, why is there no white? Hold on, just gotta bubble this. And then I'm going to I'm going to tie my Gris bag, like I did before. Like such. So, and this time I'm going to try not break it. So, you tie the bag. I know, guys, such a fun part watching someone tie the bag. But this part is actually quite important. So you tie as much as you can and as tight as you can so none of the herbs end up kind of leaving the Gris bag. And I'll probably do it one more time this way. And then I'll show you what you need to do because this part is quite important. So, once you finish that last spot on tying, you're going to tie 9 knots. Again, to represent the sacred number of the ancestors. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you've tied your 9 knots, and then you're going to cut it like such. And if you want to, you can always cut all this little extra bit off, which is what I'm actually going to do.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Thank you, Alexa. I did not ask for your opinion anyways. So, bam. Here is your little ancestral Gris bag. Now, this next part I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to bring it over to the other side here so I can... Actually, no, I could probably do it right here. This part is very important, you guys, because this is how you awaken your Gris bag for the ancestors. So, you're going to need some water to represent the element water. You're going to need graveyard dirt to represent the element earth. You're going to need incense to represent the element air. And you're going to need a candle to represent the element fire. Just gonna try and, oh, okay, cool, you can't see. So the first thing you're going to need is a lighter, which is over here. I need to go grab it. Hold on, you guys. So, you light your incense. You light your candle. And this part is important because you're passing your Gris bag over each of the essential 4 elements to awaken your Gris bag. So you pass it over the incense. With the element air, I awaken you. With the water, you don't pass it over. You actually dip some of your fingers in and you let the water drip onto the Gris bag. With the element water, I awaken you. With the element fire, I awaken you. with the element earth, I awaken you. Bam. And then most Grigri bags will say that you need rum, but what you can actually use is any alcohol that you think your ancestors enjoyed in life. So today I'm adding a little bit of whiskey to help create my heartbeat. Because remember I said how before the herbs help to contract. When you add alcohol, it constricts. So when you're creating that contract and constrict, you're essentially making that heartbeat. And finally, to awaken it completely, you blow 3 huge breaths onto your Grigri bag. And that is to awaken it and give your Grigri bag the breath of life. And that, guys, is how you create your ancestral Grigri bag and your ancestral blessing oil. Now what I'm going to do is actually turn this around so I can ask, in case you guys have any questions for me. So let's go back this way, swivel my computer, and come back here. Okay, guys. So that, ooh, why can you see that? Okay, let's go. There we go. So that, guys, is how you make the Ancestral Grigri bag and the Blessing oil. Does anyone have any questions? So what I'm going to do is just scroll up very quickly to say hi to people who came in that I didn't say hi to before. Who else isn't here? Hi, B. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Kendra. Who else did I not say hi to? Hi, Anthony. Oh, you're new. Hi, Anthony. And hello, Debbie. Hi, Sky. Okay, so I did see one question. If you guys have any questions, please type them in all caps. I know, I missed seeing you on here as well, Debbie. It's been a while. I did see a question from Debbie. She said, are both Lucian and Dave not working now? Are they essential or are they essential? Wait, what did you mean by that? I'm not working right now because I work in the hair industry and all salon jobs have been shut down for now. And then sadly, when everything starts to go back to normal, the governor said that the salons are going to be the last to open up because obviously they deal with a lot of people in one place. Do you ever add crystals to your oils? Actually, I haven't, but I think I might start doing that. For example, when I made my ancestral oil, I actually might end up putting a tiny little piece of bloodstone into it, because you saw how tiny my little bloodstone pieces were. Like, literally, they're itty-bitty. They're small enough to add. Actually, I'm going to add it right now. So, literally, where's my little piece? Like, see, this is how tiny my little bloodstone piece is. So I am going to essentially just plop it right in there into my little oils bottle. So open it up and plop it right in there. And shake it up. Shake it, don't break it. Oh, that didn't come out right. Shake it, don't break it, because the ancestors won't take it. Okay. Anyways. Can you use teeth from ancestors instead of skull piece? Yes! Yes, you guys. It doesn't just have to be a bone fragment. The only reason that I added the human bone fragments from a human skull and graveyard dirt is because, to me, it's the closest thing I have to connection to my ancestors. Obviously, I'm adopted, so I can't fly all the way to the Philippines to visit my ancestral grave because I have no idea where that even is in the Philippines. So you can use whatever you think represents your ancestors, you guys. Now, would one carry this bag for luck, to have ancestors with you at all times, or a specific purpose? Anthony, you can create it for whatever ancestral purpose you need. If you need your ancestors for luck, by all means, make it for luck. If you need it for ancestral protection, remember when earlier when I was mixing the herbs, I was mixing in my intentions. So whatever it may be, if you need it for ancestral luck, if you need it for ancestral love, guidance, whatever, when you're mixing those herbs, infuse that intention in. And yes, sorry, I forgot to mention, as I do with all my Gris bags, once you're done giving it the breath of life, you want to make sure it stays on your physical skin contact for at least a week, up to 7 days. Then after that, you can just carry it around in your pocket or purse. It doesn't have to be skin-to-skin contact. The only reason for the skin-to-skin contact for the first 7 days is because you're building that connection, that physical connection with your Gris bag. Because remember, you created essentially a living thing. It's going to be a part of you, so you want to build that connection with your Gris bag. Oh, I saw another question. Where'd it go? Hi, Dory. Bendiction Padrino. Where did you get the human skull bone? I got mine from Raven from the voodoo shop a little bit down the road. I did not know he had any. I was like, oh my god, I could actually use it. So it was quite awesome. He gave me like, how many pieces were in here? Before that, so these are all the pieces he gave me. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's another one, 7, because I already created a Gris bag for the ancestors in a different pouch. 7 pieces, and all this was for like $25. I think your ancestors' teeth would work awesome. Exactly, I completely agree. Oh, hi, Lisa, and no worries if you guys are late. You can always catch this back at the end. Right now, I'm just answering any questions that anyone has for me. What else or when else do you use the oil for? Blessing oil, guys, it's ancestral blessing oil. So you can use ancestral blessing oil to consecrate your tools that you're using. You could use it to essentially bless anything that needs to be blessed. So for me, you know the skull that I showed earlier? I tend to take the ancestral blessing oil, I'll dab it right on the forehead of the skull just to bless the skull again. Sometimes if I get, say a new item from a thrift store, I'll sage the item from the thrift store, remove any negative energies, and then I'll add a dab of the ancestral blessing oil to bless the item so that it's no longer attracting any negative energies. So basically, guys, you could use the blessing oil for anything that needs blessing. Oh, what's everyone said? Oh, yay! Congrats, Anthony, for getting married in 1 week. That's so exciting. Oh, that's so exciting to be young again. I'm just kidding. I'm still young, but I'm already married, you guys. How often do you refresh it? So guys, with Gris bags, you want to refresh it with whatever alcohol that your ancestors liked in life. You just dab it on there once every month, just to keep that connection going between you and the Gris bag and your ancestors. My camera is 9 stops away. Yay, Opal, that's exciting. I bet you cannot wait to start filming. Okay, let's see. Does anyone have any last minute questions? So what I'm going to do, I know I mentioned this in the beginning, guys, but tomorrow I'm going to be coming on live at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to show you guys how to make the second part of the ancestral stuff, and it's going to be how to make ancestral consecration powder to go along with the oil. Oh no, the consecration, oh wait, blessing and consecration. Yeah, I guess the consecration powder. That takes a little bit longer than everything. I think creating that will probably take about as much time as it did to make the oil in the Gris bag. So that's why, guys, I decided to combine it into 2 separate videos. Oh, yay, Kendra. She has her alarm set for 1 p.m. daily. Thank you. That's exciting. So, if you guys have any other questions, you can always let me know in the comment box down below after the video uploads. Um, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for the part 2 of the Ancestors, the Ancestral Consecration Powder how-to. So make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to hit that like button. It's over there somewhere, I think. Might be a bit different. Oh no, I don't know where the like button is. Oh, it's down there for you guys. Hit that like button. Hope you guys learned a little bit today on how to make things. And oh, where do you get your jars? These jars I got from Walmart's. They have like mason jars in bulk, usually like a case of 12 of these. And then other jars, I've been getting like these tinier mason jars I got at Michael's, but because I basically bought out all their jars of these, they no longer seem to sell them. And then other jars, I literally will just, if I find something that I like, I will just kind of clean it out, wash it, and then save it. Guys, the best way to get jars is to like get canned jarred stuff, eat it, and then save the jars after. For example, I have these tiny little alcohol bottles. They are made of glass. Once I'm done with this, I will most likely be like what's the word? Putting these in hot water to get the labels off, and then saving these tiny little bottles because they're just so cute, and I could probably use them for oils or whatnot. Oh god, I sound like the Whatnot guy from, except it was the Whatnot girl in, what was that show Dave was watching? Disjointed. The little dropper bottles. Oh, the little dropper bottles, guys. These I actually got a case from Original Botanica, but right now during COVID, Original Botanica is actually closed, and they are not going to be accepting any orders at the moment. But you can always go onto Etsy and type in amber bottle droppers, because they will usually sell them as like a case even on eBay. I actually do a lot of my shopping these days on eBay as well because it's cheaper, but just make sure you go to the reviews of the shop to make sure that they're quite reputable. Most of the shops I go to I only shop from ones that have like 96% and higher of positive feedback on eBay. So that's where I get most of my oil bottles from. Oh yes, Bottle Co. is also a good one. Thanks for reminding me, Kendra. Opal just waits for me to spam the groups we're in. Yeah, because I'm always putting reminders on the groups. Yep, even Amazon sells the amber bottles wholesale. You just type in amber bottles bulk or amber bottles case, or even dropper bottles. They don't have to literally just be amber. I sometimes have clear ones. I have the cobalt blue ones. I have this one. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to hop off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow for part 2. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, wait a minute. And...